Hi Virgo, welcome to your February. Hi Virgo, welcome to your February 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. A message about my readings. They are for your sun, moon and ascendant. So whether a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And of course, I always advise that you watch all three of them because it's going to give you a clearer picture of how they speak to you. And more importantly, which part of you my readings resonate for you the most. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large this month, you get the Queen of Wands, right? So in a lot of ways, this is about you guys really getting clear on your boundaries. For some of you as well, you might be looking at your schedule over the course of this month and asking yourself what it is that what your plans are. And more importantly, this is going to show you where you can be more flexible and where you can't. For a lot of you, it feels like as well, you're going to be delving into a new subject this month. So whether this is that you find some sort of course that you want to study, whether it's that you pick up books on things that you've never really looked into before, things that are maybe a bit mysterious or a bit taboo for you. This is going to be a month where you're opening yourself up to new ways of receiving information, and more importantly, to new information, in itself. So this could be anything to do with the spiritual world, anything to do with the occult. For a lot of you as well, you're really stepping into your own power. And I kind of feel like in a lot of ways, this is going to be a month where you really start to look at the boundaries that you've set. And more importantly, whether those are, as sure and secure as you would like them to be. Now, when it comes to your actions and interactions with the world at large, because this is what you do, or how you show up in the world, your Queen of Wands is about really just being bold, saying what you think, meaning what you say, not holding back for anybody, and just kind of saying, you know what, wherever the chips fall from whatever it is that I say or I speak into the world, that's kind of it. Which is actually a good thing. This means that you, in effect, this month you're probably going to be more true to yourself than ever before. Not to say that you weren't before, but you get my point. For your money and materials, you have the Strength card. So a Leo woman is going to feature for you in some way, shape or form this month. And the reason I say that, you've got here the Queen of Wands, a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Coupled with the Strength card, that is a Leo woman. So in some regards, some way, shape or form, a Leo woman or a Leo person is going to feature for you over the course of this month. And this could have something to do with, for some of you, this could be your work. For some of you, it could be your finances. For some of you, it could be both. Now, when it comes to your money and materials and your finances, in a lot of ways, it looks like a lot of you are moving ahead with a plan that you've had. Now, obviously, we do have Mercury retrograde, so just be aware of that. Obviously, you feel these more than most people because it is your ruling planet. But this month, it's kind of like you're making that final decision to go in a specific direction when it comes to your finances. This is about you really tackling something that might have been a challenge or a problem for you up until now. What I really like about this for you in a lot of ways as well, this is going to see you taking command and responsibility of and for your finances in a really new and possibly even dynamic way. I think as well, this is going to be one of those months where you kind of say to yourself, right, okay, this is the plan and this is the month where you're going to lock that into place, which I actually think is not necessarily a bad thing at all. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, look after your back and your spine specifically. I'm not a medical professional, can't give you that kind of advice, but also your heart is covered by this as well. And with this much kind of Leo energy, it really does for me stand to reason that you would definitely want to look after those things this month. For your communications and conversations, you have the Four of Wands. This is fantastic because even with that Mercury retrograde taking place this month, you have some amazing news coming for you. And what I love about this as well This could be an accolade. This could be an award. This could be you having some sort of recognition. It could be, you know, for those of you that work for yourselves, it could be a celebrity client. For those of you that work for somebody else, it could be a promotion. Like I said, it could be an award. There's something this month that shows up for you that is going to put you in the limelight, that sees you needing to be more comfortable with being seen, not playing the supporting role, but being the star of the show. And your Four of Wands, that is a reason to celebrate. And because it comes through your communications, this is somebody delivering the news or the message to you to say, oh, by the way, did you know that? And it's got something to do with you, and it's going to have some really, what I would call like a beneficial result in and for your life. I actually really like this, especially because it's coupled with your strength card there, which suggests that your money or your finances, there's a boost here. There's your earning potential is growing this month. There's going to be some way that you're either able to make more money or you're able to squeeze more money out of what you're already doing. So either which way, these are reasons to be happy, right? For your love and your heart and half, or your love and relations, you have the Devil card. So this coupled with the Four of Wands, for those of you that are partnered or in relationships, you guys might just want to spend all your time sort of together. And it might be that maybe the news that comes in, maybe you celebrate it a little bit too much. We've all done it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, I'm going to have a drink to celebrate. And before you know it, you're completely trashed and it's like 6 a.m. You know, it could be something as trivial as that. On the more sort of serious side of it, this kind of suggests that maybe you won't be able to celebrate your win because you have something else that needs to be dealt with, and it might be something to do with the partner. So this is just something that you want to be aware of. And, you know, I'm of the belief, one of my big fundamental beliefs is, no matter what is going on in the world or around you, you should always be able to celebrate your wins, right? So when you're happy, you make others happy. And it's important that when your blessings show up, that you welcome them in, that you invite them in. So you celebrate them and celebrate them properly. You know, so if you're partnered and you see like, oh, you know, my partner's a bit down in the dumps, I don't want to celebrate too loudly or be so happy about it. Well, no, you know, if anything, they should be happy for you, and it should amplify that collective energy. For those of you that are single, your Devil card suggests to me that this could be somebody who is very captivating, very charismatic, especially because they come up right next to the Four of Wands. They know what to say. They know how to, you know, sneak past the defenses and put the charm offensive and all that on. And it could be great. I mean, there's nothing here that really makes me think like, oh, you know, this person's not to be trusted. It just suggests to me that this person may not necessarily be for the long term. It's more kind of like a, you know, they're great for now. They might even end up becoming a really good friend, but they don't necessarily look what I would say is partner / marriage material. Do you know what I mean? We've all met people like that. And, you know, there's some of the things that you'll remember until you're old and grey. It is what it is. But I'm just not sure that it's for the long term. All right. So, okay, your jumping card is the Justice card. And this falls right underneath the Queen of Wands. So this tells me this first week of Feb, you're very focused here on your steps forward, on your path forward. This is about you recommitting or committing yourself to gaining some new wisdom, knowledge or understanding, and maybe even gaining knowledge on a subject that you, like I said, that you haven't really touched on or delved into before. I like this for you because it looks like you're really committed to learning and being or doing the best that you possibly can, which is great. Nobody can ask any more of you than that, right? For your second week of the month, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So money, finances look good for you this month. There's a lot of movement. There's definitely, look, this is a big opportunity to get ahead. It's a big opportunity to be seen by the world or to do something that really gets you ahead or really helps you just beef up the way that you earn your money or the amount of money that you can bring in. I really, really like this for you. I really do, because it's kind of like whatever it is that shows up on the career or the professional or financial level, it's something that's here to stay. It's not a flash in the pan energy. You know, now if you can get your love life on track, for those of you that are single, right, now if you can get that on track, everything will be cooking with gas. For your third week of the month, you have the Devil card. So, like I said, for me, I just feel like this is either there's an air here of overindulgence. For those of you that have partners, it's like you want to spend all your time together, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you're in a partnership, that's kind of the whole point, right? What it also suggests to me, though, is that your celebrations could kind of spill over. Just something to be aware of, and it's not even one of those, like, you know, some people say, oh, you know, don't celebrate too early. Like, fuck off. Don't, you know, it's nothing to do with that. It's just a case of keeping it all in moderation or proportion. For your fourth week of the month, you have the Star card. This is really nice. I mean, it is next to the Devil card, so you could be looking at the social circle this week. You know, in the fourth week, something, maybe the third or the fourth week, something about the social circle is needing to be looked at. It may also see, so your third week going into the fourth week, this is where you're going to have to really clarify some of the plans. So the plans that you're making are good, but they're going to need to be tweaked around this, you know, around this moment. You might see something, oh, actually, you know what, I overlooked that, or maybe I need to factor this in. When it comes to the relationship, this month, yours and the partner's friend's social circle are not meshing, or, you know, there's a clash somewhere there. And it might be the other way around as well. You know, like I've said this before, like we all have that, you know, with our partner or whatever, they've all got that one friend that we're like, yeah, I don't really like you. And, you know, maybe the feeling's mutual, who knows? But just something to be aware of this month, all right? You got a double hit at the Devil card as well. So there's definitely a sense of overdoing it somewhere here. And you're just going to have to be aware of that. The other thing is, you know, Virgos hate to say no to people, especially if they know that they need it. So if something's going to stretch you too thin, this would be a month to exercise that word. And then for your key to the month, you have the Eight of Swords, right? Big message here that comes through. Don't commit to something that you're not prepared to be in for the long haul, because you're not going to be able to wrestle out of it this time. So be really cautious here. Whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you agree to do, just know that it's going to be something that you are held, you know, accountable for. You won't be able to say like, oh yeah, you know, I'll do that. And then when it comes to it, you know, you just say, oh, actually, no, I can't do that now. Like, you will be held, not to ransom, do you know what I mean? But it is something that you're going to have to see through to its end, let's say. But all in all, I think this is going to be a great month for you guys, actually. I mean, you know, we said that I think you guys are going to go from strength to strength over the year. If you haven't seen it, check out your year ahead reading. And I think this is kind of where it kicks off for you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.